Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja coalitions will resolve the immediate political crisis, including the reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. We nonetheless urge for inclusion of agenda to address the deep-seated and long-standing issues, including the consolidation of national unity and cohesion, tackling poverty, youth unemployment, and fighting corruption and impunity. Further, we call for a multi-sectoral approach to national and county-level dialogue processes where the voices of all Kenyans are heard. We also talked about promotion of dignified livelihoods. Promotion of dignified livelihoods. Recognizably, majority of Kenyans are suffering immensely due to the ravages of poverty. While we appreciate the sentiments and plans by the national and county governments to stabilize the economy, these have not reflected on the lives of individual Kenyans, especially the young people. We now call upon the government and the non-state actors to focus on strategies that promote adoption and strengthening of dignified livelihoods for the people. Prosperity of the nation is premised on the well-being of every Kenyan, and that is where our policies should be focused. In conclusion, we conclude by reminding all Kenyans that we are in a delicate situation that requires careful consideration of the action of each one of us. Let us exercise restraint in every situation so that we redeem our nation from the precipice. Let us continually commit to prayer, and the prayer is well documented in our national anthem when we say, O God of all creation, bless this our land and nation, justice be our shield and defender, may we dwell in unity, peace and liberty, plenty be found within our borders. Thank you.
So this statement has been read by myself, Archbishop Martin Kivuva Musonde, the chair of the Catholic Conference of Bishops, has been read by Reverend Moderator Thegu of the Presbyterian, and also attendants with us were the Muslim SUPKEM with us, and majority of us were in communion and understood that these steps now have made Kenyans accept the reality kwamba we come down together and the country can come to walk the path of peace. Thank you very much, and God bless you. God bless Kenya. Asanteni sana.
Yes, thank you very much. We might have a few questions that the media would like to ask the religious leaders. Any questions? Well, if we don't have any questions, thank you very much. Is there a question? Yes, go ahead. Good, thank you very much. Let's answer those ones first. Yes, as religious leaders, we called you here and we asked the country to engage in dialogue to resolve the immediate political crisis that we have had. We knew we had elections in August last year, and we have had a series of demonstrations that have caused a lot of loss of life and also destruction of property. And therefore, we believe that it is important for the immediate political crisis to be resolved, and that is where the Bomas talks comes in. And that is why we have called for the Kenya Kwanza coalition and the Azimio coalition to take the bipartisan talks seriously, knowing that we have lost lives and property have been destroyed, and to bring the country together. Once that is done, the step 2 is where now we want to be to involve not just the religious community, but all Kenyans from all walks of life. We have called for a national dialogue process. We have to dialogue about the questions that are with us. We have seen that every election since 1992, we have a loser who generally does not have a place or a big role to play in the society. And therefore, there is a question of what do we do going forward, because we have seen that every election there is a pact or an agreement between the winner and the loser. We either call it a handshake or cooperation or any other. So we are asking for dialogue among Kenyans to actually ask ourselves, how can we resolve that issue so that going forward, we'll be doing elections and we go back to our business and the politicians go and deal with the political question. The second question was about, I think, the coalition. Yes, the end of August. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. We know that the previous bipartisan talks that were in Parliament failed, and we called for inclusion of people outside Parliament, which now have been included. We have at least 4 members of the 10-man committee that are outside Parliament, and that is a first step. So we believe, and that is why we are here, to put pressure and to ask our political leaders, this is their time to sit down and to settle on the political issues, so that then we can be able to deal with the other deep-seated and long-standing issues. We are calling on both parties to be serious, Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. We also are asking the politicians to stop issuing threatening messages or messages that try to delegitimize each other, either on the opposition or the Kenya Kwanza side, so that then there is a spirit of goodwill during the period of the talks. Kenyans don't expect that these talks are going to fail. And therefore, they have to succeed, so that those who are hurting, those who lost their children during the demonstration, those whose property were destroyed, then they have a peaceful way of carrying out their lives. We do not, our hope is that they will talk, and the hope of every Kenyan is that the talks will yield into a positive result that will calm the country moving forward. If, and in case the talks fail, we'll be able to address that issue at that point. Thank you very much. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And
You'll get
God
a
bless
copy.
you together.
Yes, we'll
Thank
get a
you.
copy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was
Thank you,
good.
moderator.
Yeah, let's suppose these are good.
Thank you.
Asante Archbishop. Huh? Umekwenda?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry?
Thank you, that was good.
Asante.
Eh,
Thank you.
Asante. Asante.